Everybody shake it, baby.
Good afternoon, everybody. Live from Indiana. Thought I'd come over to the truck and check things out. We got a bus here that we are actually liquidating. Well, I don't know. I don't want to call it that, but getting some work done on it over here. So we got some guys in the back there working on it here at the yard. So we figured we'd come over here, and my son wanted to pre-trip my truck for me. So let's see him go to work here. Look at, hold on here.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he's making sure I'm good to go. I'm leaving out on Monday. Make sure everything is copacetic. Yeah, he's thumping tires. He just discovered this because he was watching another truck on YouTube whose son was thumping tires. He said, "I never seen you do that, Daddy." I said, "Well, I do it." I said, "I have a tire thumper in my truck." He said, "I want to see it, Daddy." So sure, and here we are. He's thumping tires. He is actually my unofficial inspector in charge of operation because he catches all of the flaws on our buses. So that is his job. He has inherited that job. Let me rephrase that. He has taken over that job. I mean, he's got an eye for detail. Sometimes it's annoying, but he gets it done. He makes sure everything is copacetic. He's still thumping tires. Checking the trailer. Landstar, my son is checking the trailer out, make sure it's good to go. You might want to hire him to check all the trailers out in the different drop yards. He'll find every flaw in those vehicles. I guarantee it. And he's not as expensive as me. How we doing, sir?
Yeah.
Doing pretty good? Not bad. Okay.
Good.
Not bad. I'm gonna show the family.
Daddy,
Yeah.
why does this look like this could be, hatch, but it's not?
Yeah. So they do this a lot. They do it all. The Freightliner models. You'll go to and you'll see a Freightliner. Some of these open. Doors or the windows here, you see this door will actually open. So I guess when they stamp it, when they build it and they stamp the shape of the steel, they automatically stamp it for a door, even though there won't be. On the other truck that Uriel drives, this opens.
What?
On both sides. On this one, this side doesn't open. There's a difference right there.
Okay, that's crazy. 1 year difference.
Well, yeah, literally. It's not even that. It's how you spec the trucks out. It's how they spec. How you spec it is what matters.
But why isn't this stairs to go back?
Well, they used to be. I removed them to put the APU. That's the APU.
Oh.
So while we're talking about the APU, family, I got to tell you, this APU is still kicking and still kicking strong. Still works well. Haven't had to recharge it. Still got good air. Every now and then I have to reset the thermostat inside, which is the pin that goes into the radiator underneath the bunk. I have to kind of move that around so I don't get that triangle. But other than that, it stays and it runs well. It runs well. So APU is still going, family. Going on 2 years now with this APU. Still kicking. Still kicking. Truck looks good. Am I good to go for Monday?
Yeah.
I'm good to go? All right. I'm good to go. My son is giving me the green light to move about the country this week. Got loads pre-planned. Going to be headed down to Pendergrass, Georgia for a Wednesday morning delivery. Then I reload right in Pendergrass and take that back up to Ohio. Then I'm gonna try to get a load that weekend because we're approaching the 4th of July weekend. So it's gonna be a little bit that I can move about. I got to say this, man. My partner in crime He is become a savvy individual when it comes to that load board. He is really good. He's finding loads, man. It's amazing. Real proud of him. Really, really, really proud of him. He finds some loads that I didn't even see. I got to see what his criterias are. It's amazing. Very proud of that brother. Very proud. But yeah, here we are. Truck's looking good. It's looking good. It's one of my driver's truck vehicle right here, parked in the spot where he took the bus from this morning. Bus is going down to St. Louis. Be down there till Sunday. So yeah, we're good. We're good. One of the things I've learned being an entrepreneur, you got to have vision. And this lot, I'm going to just pan around really fast. Go ahead. This lot, if you were to measure it block by block wise, it's probably about 3 or 4 blocks long. This lot was actually a truck stop, a small, old-style truck stop, and then there was also next to it just fields, just some fields. Somebody bought the truck stop, knocked the truck stop down, and then decided they're going to put this lot for trucking up, trucking, RV, that type of deal. When they were building it, it took them a little bit of time to clear it out, and then they laid the concrete down and asphalt, concrete, all that stuff, scaled it, and then they laid the concrete down, but nothing happened, right? Or the asphalt. It was actually the asphalt lot. Nothing moved, nothing happened. I guess they were getting the permitting and so forth, all that stuff. They had the fence up. Then they started advertising. They said, we're going to be open said date. In the beginning, it was a little slow. It's a little slow draw for them. I said to myself, wow, somebody's losing a lot of money. But then you say, I don't know how much it costs for the property, how much it costs to scale this thing, to develop it and so forth. Because really, they don't need any electricity except for the lights that they have, because it is a well-lit, secured location. There's a gate that has electricity, and then there's a guard shack that has nobody in it. It's an entryway where you actually put your code in the door and in the button, and then it opens. You gotta put your code in and come in, and code in and come out. So when they did it, I thought they were building this thing, for like an overflow from the truck stop, because there's a lot of space here. A lot of truck stops here, but there's not a lot of parking. It just filled. It's a major thoroughway here in Lake Station, Indiana, where 94 and 90 split off at. Alrighty, very major. A lot of truck traffic. So parking is scarce sometimes when it's, especially at peak times. So I thought this was going to be like overflow, like what you see in Miami. Come down here, pay $25 a night. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't gonna work, because these guys ain't gonna know nothing about that. Couldn't to find out this was for rental. This is the other side here. This was for rental. And of course, once I caught wind of it, I realized that I put my buses in here. It's about $175 a month per unit. And look at all these spaces. This is just one side. It's just one side. So what has happened, a lot of big companies have turned this basically into a terminal for them. ECM, transport, PCL logistics, MCT. Then there's a TMS here. I don't know how that worked out. Of course, I'm in here. There's my truck and my bus. And then here, all these trailers are brand new trailers that they have a 10-year contract with them. And this contract is designed, basically they're selling their trailers out of this location. So they sell them, you see trucks come through and they come and grab these trailers and go about the business. Brand new, beautiful trailers, unbelievable. They're Stoughton trailers. Stoughton trailers. This whole wall is full of these trailers. This lot has to be, I would say, about 85% full. And I think the number is about 500 place spaces that are located in this place. I could be off, I don't know. But to have the vision to invest in it, to develop it, and then what's the old saying in the field of dreams? If you build it, they will come. Well, I saw that happen here. If you build it, they will come. I came, everybody else came with it. It's amazing. Vision, man. I'm not gonna, in business and being an entrepreneur and dreaming, that's what you call vision. You have to have vision to be an entrepreneur. You have to be able to see it before you do it. You got to be able to see the end game before you go after it. That's vision. The person or people or group that had this, they had the vision, man. And that is a art. That is something that I want to develop. That is something that I wish I had. I wish I had that vision to say, I'm going to develop this land, to clear it out, and put parking here because truckers will come and park here. Unbelievable. I'm gonna let that marinate right there. Vision, y'all. So as us as truckers that are entrepreneurs in trucking, we have that vision. What's your vision? You want to buy your truck, you want to run your truck, and you have a certain dollar amount you want to make. That's your vision. Write that down and then go after it. You want to have 10 trucks by set date. Put that date down. Write that goal down. Go after it. Because if you write it down, then you put the plan together to do it. Without vision, our people will perish, right? Without a plan, you're doomed to fail. Simple as that. I'm just doing a little motivational thing here. I just thought about it while I was here. Because this is just amazing. The vision, man. The vision. Wow. Slushies, there they are. Here are the slushies. Hey, this is one of my favorite mechanics right here. This gentleman right here. He does inspection on my truck. What's going on, my brother? Hey, look, I get you on my YouTube channel.
Oh, not a whole lot. How about you?
Not bad, bro. My son has him a slushie. Icy. Icy? Yeah. What's the difference?
Nothing.
Yeah, but he got me. It's colder. Good morning, family. We are rolling again. I'm actually here in, where am I at? Fremont, Illinois. I'm picking up a load of tires going to Plymouth, Nebraska. About 500 and some change. Decent rate. Going there to deliver tomorrow morning, which is on Thursday, and then I'm going to reload just north of there in Sioux City, Iowa, and bring that over to Indianapolis. Quick turnaround, big triangle. Should net us about, should gross us about 3,300 gross over those 2 days, 3 days rather. So yeah, I'm here at a place called Titan Tires. I'm about to drop this trailer and pick up my loaded and get down the road. So let's do that. Hook up to this trailer or drop this trailer, hook up to my loaded one, and let's get down the road. Let's do it. The only thing I regret today is yesterday or the day before, I spent the time in getting this trailer that I just dropped inspected. Now I'm about to pick up another trailer that I hope was inspected recently. If not, I may have another trailer that I got to go take to get inspected, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to get this thing loaded and so forth, but that is the only issue, and it's not bad. It's just make sure that these trailers are maintained properly. You just hope drivers are taking the time to do that and getting these inspected. So here's my trailer here. Let's go and get backed up to it, and let's see here and get on down the road. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a trailer. I have to adjust those tandems because it's all the way to the back. This load is actually only about 14,000 pounds. Some reason no need for the tandems to be slid all the way to the rear. I guess they must have slid them to the rear because of loading purposes. So I'm going to have to adjust these, slide these tandems up a little bit and make them roadworthy. Let's get this thing connected. We're going to make sure we're high enough or low enough, and then we're going to back up to it. Let's do it. This is why you got to get out and look at all times. If you don't learn nothing today, this is the lesson. You got to get out and you got to look. Because if I had kept going, that thing would have slid up in front of my fifth wheel, and then I had another problem. So always get out and look, make sure you got the right height between your truck and trailer. That way you don't have any issues. That one quick get out and look will cost you or save you, excuse me, an hour worth of headache. So just get out and look, just make sure. All right, so let's dump some tires. Let's do that. Not the best looking Landstar trailer, to be honest with you. You got a seal. That's good. Sealed. Alrighty. We got lights. We got lights. One of the things about Landstar trailers is that we got the air up system that airs up the tires on its own and keeps them maintained, so that's a good thing. Don't have to worry about tire pressure too often, which is a great thing. Here are the bills. Let's get them, because we're gonna need them. I'll take a look at those here in a moment. Simple operation here, ain't nothing hard about it. You basically just pull up, guard shack, tell them with your trailer number. They tell you where to dump your empty, which is across the way from where the loaded ones are. And we grab our loaded, get the papers, hook up, pull up to the guard shack. They look at the seal to make sure it's there, give you a thumbs up, and you're on your way. So we're gonna do that. Get on down the road here. Let's do it. All right, let's go to the guard shack and get out of here. It's starting to rain. We've been having this in the Chicagoland, Indiana area, so forth. This what you call smoke coming down from Canada. And right today, I don't know if it's clouds or the smoke. I mean, it's got a little drizzle now. Yesterday, my family and I had to go to Indianapolis to go get some stuff off of a vehicle. And man, it was the smoke. I mean, it just looked like it was cloudy, but it was smoke. And it was unreal, man, how this stuff, how, you look at the world, we're connected. Fires in Canada, we're being affected here in the United States. Unreal. But yeah, so here we are. Young lady's coming out. I'm gonna pull up to the gate here, and she's gonna just verify my seal. We're on the road. We're gonna get out of here. She said, don't pull up out of the gate because she can't leave the facility. They won't allow her to leave the facility, so it's interesting. That's what their protocol is. Thank you. All right, family, we are out of here. Let's get on down the road. Talk to you in a minute. We're rolling. I'm headed to the big road, trying to get to the big road, Interstate 88. As I cut through the woods here, I just wanted to show you all this. I know you guys have heard on the news this smoke that's coming from the wildfires up in Canada. Well, that's what you're looking at. This isn't fog. This isn't a cloud cover, although there was a little drizzle back there. But this is actually that smoke that they're talking about. And it's unreal, man. It's real deceiving. You're sitting here thinking it's foggy or it's rain clouds, but this is actually that actual smoke that is flowing down from Canada. They said the air quality is the worst in the world right now here in Illinois and Indiana. So I just want y'all to see this, man. This isn't a filter. This is actually smoke. I I can taste it a little bit sometime when you're outside. But it's, they got advisories. Those folks that are, have respiratory issues or elderly children, they recommend that they stay indoors. It's not that bad, but it's it's noticeable. If you have some health conditions, pre-existing conditions. But this is real. This is unreal, man. It's I actually drove down to Westfield, Indiana yesterday, which is about 2.5 hours south of where I live, and I actually saw the sun for a moment. This is crazy. Yes. Those of you who don't know or haven't seen it, this is it. This is smoke. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Talk to you. Family, what is happening? I am in Council Bluff, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska. About to cross over into Nebraska here in a moment. 113 miles from my destination. It's about 3:11. I got an hour and 48 minutes left to drive. So I'm going to get down here to Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm going to shut down, find me a nice truck stop there to shut down. Then get up in the morning, get down here, deliver this load, then turn around. I'm reloading now in Shelby, Iowa. So I had a load that was coming out of, where was it coming out? Sioux City, Iowa. And I had to let it go because when I booked the load, the agent said they had a 10 o'clock appointment. I said, well, I'm not going to be able to do it. He said, no, I'll get the appointment changed. I said, are you sure? He said, yeah. It's okay. I said, we can do maybe around noon. I should really get there and get this load off. He said, no problem. But I got the call this morning that that was going to be a problem. So there we are. Going to deliver in the morning, and I had to take a load that paid a couple $100 less gross, and it delivers on Saturday morning as opposed to Friday. But it's not that far from my house. I'm going to deliver it and come on back to the house. Hey, that's trucking. You gotta switch up on the fly sometimes. You gotta switch up on the fly. You gotta constantly be ready. I caught a lot of loads, and the loads were already gone. Ain't that many loads coming out of this area, particularly on a Thursday. That's really what the issue is. Because I just believe, I could be wrong, I just believe that loads tend to move, the bulk of the loads tend to be scheduled on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it being a Thursday, it was a limited amount of loads. But I got one, and I got a load out of here. It doesn't pick up till 4 o'clock tomorrow. That's the slight issue, but it's a grocery load, so it is what it is. Delivered Saturday morning, just crossing Nebraska, Omaha. So yeah, again, just changing up on the fly. But the rates haven't been that bad. The loads that I'm on now, I think the one I'm on now pays like 342 miles. The load I got going back doesn't pay that well. But the load I had paid well. It's a load. It was over 3,000 miles. So, I mean, what can you do? But the rates are ticking up a little. The load count is ticking up. The load count. So I looked on Landstar's site. Last few months it's been hovering around 50, 51 from 2000. It was at 64,000 loads on the load board yesterday. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. The more freight, the less trucks, the higher the rates. Simple math. Supply and demand. So if the amount of loads continue to tick up, and the amount of the trucks continue to decrease, which it's not like it's that much of a decrease, but if the load count continues to increase, that helps the cent per mile because of the availability of trucks lessen. Simple as that. That's it. So that's a good sign. 64,000 loads on the load board. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. So that's what I'm going to do once I get here. Like I said, I got 109 miles to go. I'm not going to finish this up today. I got an hour and 45 minutes left to drive. And where I'm delivering at is out in the middle of nowhere. So not sure if I'm going to have a place that I could shut down. So I'm going to shut down here in Lincoln, Nebraska. And then I'm going to mosey on down to Plymouth, Nebraska in the morning. Early in the morning. At 7 o'clock. 7:30 is when they get there to unload. So I get there at 7 o'clock and ready for them. Be waiting. So let's do it. I'll be shutting down in a minute, guys. Let's do it. Family, what is happening? I am here just outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. And I tell you what, it's hot. It's 107 degrees out here, man. Good God Almighty. Yeah, it's about, what time is it? 4:30 in the afternoon. I tell you, you try to stay, you do a Midwest run, but you realize, man, it's the Midwest is pretty big. And from Indiana to Nebraska, that's a hump. I have about 42 minutes left on my clock, and I'm done for the day. But I am going to get up and head down, like I mentioned earlier, down there and get this load off, and then shoot back up here to Shelby, Iowa, and get empty. Get loaded, rather. I haven't been out this way in a while. This far, I guess you call it this far west. I guess maybe about a year and a half or so. I had a multiple run, a multiple stop load. I think it was a load of cabinets down here in Lincoln. Then I shot back over to the St. Louis area. But you get out here, man. It's there ain't much. Just basically little oases. You got the cities, then you got small towns that are separated along the highway. So, plains, wind gusts sometime. Beautiful area to run in sometimes. It's all good. But I'm gonna fire up Club Med and warm up some vittles, and then shut the eyes for a minute, and then let the sun fall for a little minute, and then I will set my alarm clock and get up in the morning and head down. I'm about 60 miles from my destination. 55, 60 miles. So an hour and some change. Get down there and be waiting for them. Be ready when they get to work. Hopefully they're coming to work. So let's do that, a shutdown, get some vittles, and we talk to you all in a moment. Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Well, it ain't really shine. It's rise, but it ain't shine. I think sometimes when you wake up in the morning to your truck rocking in certain parts of the country, it make you think, okay, what's going on? States like Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. I woke up to a severe thunderstorm, and they jumped me out the bed. Just want to make sure me and my truck weren't flying somewhere, like in the middle of a twister. But yeah, we're up, about to head on down here to Plymouth, Nebraska, and get these tires off this truck. And the only downfall is I don't get reloaded today until like 4 o'clock in Shelby, Iowa, which will be about 145 miles northeast of where I'm at, which is on the way back to the direction I want to go. So that works out. But we're going to drive. Right now the weather is, the rain, hard rain has stopped. Still a little windy, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to get hit with another system that's flying through here. So let's get on down here to Plymouth and get this load off. Let's do it. We are here in Plymouth, but I've been instructed to follow this pickup truck to the location that they want these tires delivered to. They kept using the term big tires. Not sure how big these tires are, but We are in a heavy farm community, so who knows? Could be some tractor tires inside this bad boy. The manufacturer is tight, so interesting. Nice small town here. Still thriving, which is pretty nice to see. They got some industry here. Evidently, farming is really big here. Seems like everybody knows everybody. I like towns like that. Small towns that are still thriving. I like that. A lot of our small towns are dying or dead. And people are just struggling. But it seems like folks are just thriving here. I love it. It's good to see. Just went through the town where I guess everything is at. Everyone just good old country living out here. I like it. I like it a lot. So we're gonna follow this pickup truck to the location that they want these tires unloaded at. So let's do that. Let's do that. Oh yeah. We must got some big tires on board. It's only 31 of them, with about 14,000 pounds, so let's see what's happening. All right, I'm gonna do a U-turn back into this hole where they got a small Bobcat sitting at. I don't know if you guys can see these tires. We got some big ones on board. Yes, indeed. Good stuff. 14,000 pounds. Supposed to be 31 of these tires on board. So let's do it. Let's get myself in this gate, crack the door open, and get them their product. And I would say another successful load completed. Let's do it. Oh, I got to say this too. I was wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, yesterday I was searching for so many loads so fast, and in my mind I kept saying I'm picking up and reloading in Shelby, Iowa, but actually I'm reloading in Crete, Nebraska, which is about 15 miles from here, give or take. About a 20-25 minute drive, so don't get far dead ahead at all. So yeah, I was mistaken. My mind was all over the place because I was trying to find a load, frantically trying to find a load. So there we go. Let's get this load on. Actually from front to back, 31 of those tractor tires, because I call them big tractor tires. Titan. Wow. A lot of farm equipment out here. See there's some of this stuff behind me here. Yes, indeed. It's a smooth trip, I gotta say. When you're dealing with a lot of these direct shippers, which I enjoy. Landstar, you never know what you're going to get. It's a really unique type of freight that we haul, and you go to some places that are not your traditional stopping points for trucks. You know, some unique unloading like that with a Bobcat pushing it to the rear. So, you know, it breaks up the monotony of trucking, I guess you can call it. So let's get this thing empty, and we'll wrap this one up and get on to our next load. Let's do it. happening, family? Whoo-wee! Goodness gracious. Oh, man. So yesterday, it's actually Friday right now. Yesterday, you all remember that I had a load, that I'm on right now. The appointment was at 4 o'clock. Right, I went in early. They wouldn't let me get there early. So I left, went and shut down at the Walmart, came back at 3:30-ish or so to get in line. 4 o'clock was the appointment. I didn't get loaded until almost 11:30 that night, last night. At that time, I took a 7-hour, what do you call a 7-3 split. I only have 4.5 hours left to drive. I shut it down. I got up this morning about 6 a.m. and I rode out. I'm back in Northwest Indiana. My delivery is tomorrow morning. I got like an hour left to drive. So I'm going to go through the house really fast, see the family, get up about 4 in the morning, roll out there, deliver this load, which is at 9:30 in the morning. Then I head back home. Oh, man. But I tell you one thing, I saw a really bad accident. I didn't see the accident, but I saw the aftermath. Just west of the I-80 truck stop, the big truck stop, but maybe 5 miles west of it, it was a pile-up truck was off in the ditch. Front end was crushed. Looked like there was a chain reaction, and a couple of vehicles ran to the back of one another. And there was somebody they were trying to revive on a gurney. I pray that they survived and they'll be okay. I really do. Would love to kind of get an update on it and see what the outcome of that situation was. But they had a backup, man, that was about a good 3 or 4 miles heading back east in the westbound side. It's pretty bad, man. You gotta be careful out here. These temperatures, man, the way they are, and these storms that are going across, just keep an eye on the Weather Channel, guys. Keep an eye on the Weather Channel. If you have to plan your routes based on that, and keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. We can't do nothing about the temperatures, man, but these storms are coming across. They're coming across fast, and they are aggressive. Some aggressive storms. So keep your head on the swivel, and stay in your weather apps, man. Just keep an eye on things. But yeah, I'm gonna go home real fast, have some dinner with the family, and get back up in the morning, go and deliver this load. My partner in crime, the gentleman driving the other truck, man, that man gets it in. He be rolling. I don't know how he did what he did today, but he had a load that he had to drop. He picked up, and then he had another load that he was picking up rather. So it's a long story, but he was able to get everything he had to do today done. And he's got a load going up to Waterloo out of Cincinnati, man. That man runs. He runs, man. He is a trucker to his heart. Wow. Puts me to shame. I'll be honest, man. He rolls, man. I really appreciate him. Man gets it in. Partner in crime. That's who he is. Partner in crime, man. But look, if those of you who are about to do your 34s, get some laundry done, take your nice shower, watch some Netflix, whatever, Prime, Tubi, whatever you watch, relax. Kick your feet up a little bit. Get ready for next week. This trip ain't over yet. Still got to deliver this load, so we'll continue this vlog. Let's do it. Talk to you in a minute. Good morning. Rise and shine. Yeah. Got my coffee made. Just did my pre-trip, booting it up and everything. You'll all boot it up, all that good stuff. And sometimes it takes a little while. But sometimes it's hard when you go through the house and then you gotta, you go to bed. Now you gotta peel yourself up out of the bed, come back to the truck and get down the road. That makes things a little difficult. But we're doing it. I gotta be in Bluffton, Indiana at 9:30. I got roughly 3.5 hours to get there. A 2-hour and 45-minute, 2-hour and 50-minute drive. So don't got much wiggle room to play around with. But we'll get it done. get over here and deliver this load, and then get on back home. Hope you guys are doing okay. Make this happen, grocery load, like I say, 9:30 appointment, that can mean it's the time to get you on the property. I'm just not a big fan of grocery loads, but that's here or there. Sometimes you get no choice, like I didn't have a choice. So let's get it done, get over there and get this load delivered, all right? Let's roll. I am here. Been in this line for about 20 minutes trying to get checked in for my 9:30 appointment, which is 9:29 right now. Alrighty, let's let the games begin. See how long this takes. Alrighty, we are inside of the facility. That whole process took about 25 minutes to get in. So now I got a door 16. Let's get to this door, crack this seal and put it in. Bump this dock. Pretty sure I gotta pay a lumper here to unload this. So I gotta get ready for that. The door 16. One thing, this place is tight. It's always been a tight place, per se. They park trailers on just opposite of where you are putting it in a door. So there's always something going on here. And as you can see, right where I need to be at, I got trucks that want to park right where in the area in which I need to go. So I'm gonna be patient for just a couple of minutes. Ultimately, I am going to have to kick these guys out of the way so I can get this in my door, which is right to my left. But as you can see, I can't set up because they're having a union meeting right here in front of me. Oh boy, yes indeed. Fun times. Let's do this. Hello. It's 10:23. My appointment was for 9:30. I'm in the door. The truck is rocking. I'm getting unloaded. Boy, it is a rainy, gloomy day. This is sleeping weather. Or trucking weather. I mean, depending. You know how you feel. As soon as I get empty, I'll be heading back. Family, I hope all is good. We are empty. Was able to get out of there at about, so I got it in there at 9:30. It's about noon once I got out. So it wasn't that bad. Got everything all accounted for, and it didn't cost any money to me. It wasn't no lumper fee. It was prepaid already, so that was a good thing. So now I'm heading back to the house, heading back home. Hey man, it's been a great little run this week, the week before. My family and I will be going on vacation. And if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to take you guys with me. Take a trip with me to Mexico. Look, you know what I always say, keep doing what you're doing so you can see what it does. We will see you guys on the next one. Love you all, and we'll talk to you later.